Hello and welcome to the Bite Size Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball Chapter 381 to 390, or if you're me, 187 to 196. This week I am joined by Hot Focus Unmatched,
Yo,
Ryu, Observer of the Death Destroyer of Worlds,
I will observe. And observe I will do.
and I'm Rose Bad as always. That took a bit longer than I was expecting. And guys, as like last week, I have a slight announcement to make. A confession, if you will.
Oh god.
It has happened again. This time not on purpose. I accidentally read a chapter ahead.
My god.
This one wasn't. Last time it was on purpose, and I took that out. This time it wasn't. I was just really into the story, and I flipped the page, and I didn't see that the new chapter had started. And halfway through, I was like, "This chapter's kind of long. Like, when does it end?" And I just kept reading, and I read, "Oh shit, that's 198."
Yeah, yikes.
It's fair,
Like-
that's fair.
Because like where the chapters end and where the next one starts, like it's just the same conversation still happening.
Yeah,
I was just
makes
very
sense.
like focused on that. Anyway, let's get into the chapters.
Conversation.
Today.
stopped
Yeah.
at a pretty good point, so it makes sense.
The
That's
conversation is like it ends when Goku just returns from seeing. For your information, just from seeing Cell per 100%.
I noted down what I can't talk about this week rather than what I can.
Fair.
Fair.
I actually have some point I want to talk about, but we'll get to that when we get to that. First we have Cell obviously finding the androids. And then like fucking Gohan just kind of like wait, Gohan. Other one. Fuck.
Trunks?
Trunks?
Trunks!
Yo!
Bro just fused Baby Gronk and Trunks together, bro. It's like,
No, baby Gronk, shut up, bro. No. Anyway, Trunks not being able to do shit because L Trunks, and then his dad was like, "Nah, I'm gonna kick you."
I feel like it's El
And then-
Vegeta, if anything. I'll be real.
This entire section is El Vegeta.
It's rough. It's fucking rough, dude. Like just
Yeah.
like Trunks trying to like get Cell, not being fast enough. Vegeta like, "Nah, I want to see this," and then like,
Yeah, like
and then like his like final blast, and then I don't know.
Final Flash.
Mhm.
And then 100%, and then we see the 100%, and then this is the point I want to talk about: him getting smaller, right? When he gets 100%, and then he's like, "Oh, he's gotten smaller. He must have been getting weaker. This is it." Like you've seen. Oh wait, was he dead? He was dead, wasn't he?
It
When
wasn't
Frieza
dead.
did his thing.
Oh,
Frieza was
Frieza
100%.
did.
No, he was alive when
Um,
Frieza went into his final form.
Oh, yeah, he was.
So he's seen that, and he knows how strong that is. Then why the fuck does he think, "Oh, he's gotten smaller. He's weaker"?
It didn't. It just. I thought of it like, oh, he just seems weaker, but it's not actually weaker because Vegeta.
Yeah, but like also, I don't think Vegeta at least logically speaking, I feel like Vegeta wouldn't actually think that.
Yeah, like Vegeta is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's pretty smart. He's already seen what Frieza. He can sense his energy too.
He's
unless-
prideful, but he's not
well-
that stupid.
Well, yeah, he's not that stupid. Even Krillin, even though like Krillin understood Cell was stronger, even though he was like suppressing his power by a lot, right? So
Exactly. Like
and-
this is to me, this seems like an oversight, which probably knowing Toriyama's like fucking track record probably happened. He probably forgot about it, right? But like, holy shit, this this annoyed me more than I should have probably. But like, bruh, how the fuck does this like? How do you forget about that?
Nah, yeah, I don't really like. I personally don't view it that way because it doesn't like.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I do.
interesting character
feel
for
like-
Vegeta to be like condescending against people, right? So
I guess, yeah. that's
like
fair
it
too.
depends. It could also just like you can also kind of like just as easily classify it as like a defense mechanism, right? Like he maybe feels that like Cell is definitely like way stronger than him at this point. So then like as defense mechanism he starts belittling him.
yeah,
To like get his own ego higher than the power that he's sensing. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Mhm.
That could also be true. Yeah.
Also, Cell is like I get he's reached a new level of power, right? But he's extremely calm. Like he's just exuding confidence.
But that's what happened
Like-
with Goku always too. Like,
Yeah,
whenever
I
Goku
was
gets
gonna
more
say the
hype-
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whenever Goku gets back from the year of hopping planets, whenever Goku got back from training with Kami, like he always
Whenever
came
Goku
back.
gets back from anywhere in this godforsaken series,
yeah.
That like whenever he comes back from training, he's always super confident. Like it's just super chill. Like sometimes just completely ignoring the enemies when he got to like Namek, for instance, just making sure everyone's okay first.
oh,
Like, hope, wait a minute, I'm taking care of this first. I'll get to you in a second.
hold
Yeah.
on, I'm
Like
taking
that
care
kind
of
of
my
thing.
son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like that kind of thing, like I'd say that's pretty normal. So I was like, okay, he's gotten like to his
Yeah.
like also he gained intellect, didn't he? From this? I think they said something like that. Like that he
Yeah,
got
like
like
every-
more intellect from this.
Every form he gets
Like
smarter.
everything gets upped, and that actually like that kind of brings me into like something that I wanted to talk about, which is that like this goes to the new form that like Trunks has found. Hud, correct me if I'm wrong. This is called Super Saiyan Tank. What's the fan made name for it?
Super Saiyan grade 3.
Super Saiyan Grade 3. Okay.
What
I've never
Vegeta's
heard that before. I called it something else back in the day, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think that was it.
Probably more
This
fan
whole-
names than one.
this
Yeah.
whole probably this whole thing is essentially like Trunks, like he put all his power up and then like lost his speed, right? And then Cell makes fun of him because like you need that speed and like that, and that's fair. Like it goes to something that Dragon Ball is kind of, I feel like, not known for, but it should be because this is one of the main things that it talks about is balance. Balance
Balancing
is
power.
important. That's also why, and I think I mentioned this last week briefly, or one of us did, that essentially like Cell was saying in last week's chapters that when he evolves further, when he achieves his perfect form, everything will get buffed. His IQ, his speed, his stamina, his power, not just power, like we've been saying. Like it is a balance of everything that makes a perfect fighter. And that's what we're seeing here, like perpetrated visually again and like physically by the fight, by seeing that Trunks goes everything into strength and it just doesn't cut it. That balance that like has been implicit since the beginning, and like even you can argue that like it's the balance that Master Roshi spoke of, like way back when, with like you need to train your mind, you need to train your body, you need to rest your body. All that balance is coming back now, and like it's really good to see. Like last week I said that the message of, you know, continuously striving to be better is still retained in the story and is still being utilized well in this arc. And I wanted to come back this week to say that the message of balance is brought back here great again. Like we have a great example of what not to do. We have a great example of when to be withholding with power with Vegeta, when what not to do with Trunks, and then hopefully with Goku and Gohan, we'll see what that balance actually does.
Yeah, I feel like it's not just of course like with that's why it's called perfect being because like everything's upped and like everything is like perfectly balanced as well. But I feel like the balance thing comes also from like Japanese and like just Eastern myth in general. Of like you want to have yin and yang, you want to be balanced in both body and mind. You want to be balanced like in everything. You want to just be balanced to make something perfect and full rounded. You want to be balanced.
hmm
So that is where I took it from. But yeah,
Yeah. I
It's a
also want.
mentality that I think like we can just take a lot more from in Western society. Like it's kind of looked down upon and like made cliche of like people taking from like Eastern philosophies and that being lame. But
Mhm,
reality is that in Western society we're just like all about work, which is terrible.
True.
That's just like a terrible way to live. And like
you want to have a
I'm
work-life
not gonna
balance.
say that Japan has any better because their corporate shit is crazy, but at least the philosophy that's present there
They
that
have
we
the
can pull,
philosophy.
the philosophy's there, it's just not implemented.
Yeah.
Lead by example, I would say, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about specifically Japan. The East is more than just Japan, you know. I
As
know
you
we're
mentioned,
weebs and we don't really tend to talk about that part, but you know,
you know
Yeah.
one of my favorite mangas like is Chinese, right?
okay. I mean, I can't say much about China.
Yeah.
Me neither. I
Anyways,
haven't been there.
I can most people if they don't want to get shot.
God. Anyways, Again, this chapter we see like more parallels between Goku and Vegeta and Trunks and and Trunks and Gohan, right? We
But
s-
Gohan's fucking adorable during these chapters. He's just so happy to be there. I love it.
yeah, it's great. Like Goku
When they got
nurturing
back,
Gohan probably, and then they having like a nice dynamic together. He's like, "Oh yeah, you finally surpassed the Super Saiyan." Well, it's like, "Ah, not yet." A little bit of work, a little bit more work to it, right?
Yeah.
let's start from the
But
basics. Just redo it.
yeah, he's
I
like, "Ah,
do want to say that like most of the time, like I haven't had this complaint in what feels like forever, but like this moment of Goku just randomly going, "I'm going to power up now." Like it was like I just like that broke my suspension of disbelief so much because it was just he was literally just fucking sitting there
yeah,
doing nothing,
it was
and
meditating,
yeah, but and then he
and
just
then
goes, "Let me do this," and it's just a perfect parallel to Trunks outside. It's just like it's the hand of the author for me that, and it took me
yeah.
out of the story for a second.
Fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, he could have placed that at like any point in the time chamber during the time chamber training because time flows differently there.
But
So
like that's the thing. Like from the audience perspective, it just goes from Goku sitting there to Goku explaining what's going on outside without explaining what's going on outside.
true.
Without him knowing that he's doing that, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
No-
it's something that like you can really like it only really makes sense if like the author like placed it there,
Yeah.
right? Like it like to me at least I feel the hand of the author in this a lot more than I do with all the other stuff that's been going on.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, so
But
Goku did the same thing as Trunks by going like double or like Super Saiyan G3 then, I guess.
yeah, grade
Yeah.
3. Yeah. It's like first he went like grade 2, which is what Vegeta goes, and then grade 3, which is what Trunks
Waiting for
goes.
G5.
Yeah. Super Saiyan grade
Get
5.
fifth.
But yeah, we could like we can also see like the difference between Trunks and Gohan's attitudes to like towards their fathers, right? Because
Oh yeah.
Gohan deeply admires Goku, right? And cherishes his advice.
I think it
And
also
Idolize him.
works as to like the different stages of like childhood that they're in.
yeah.
Like
True. Yeah.
Gohan is a little kid, which is that's when you still idolize your parents.
hmm
Trunks is a teen. He's almost like he like with
He's
the
19,
hyperbolic
right? 17?
He's 18
time
now.
chamber
18 now,
now,
yeah.
like he's 18. You
hmm
know, still a kid, but like not not like like coming out of like what's it called, puberty
Yeah, becoming his
and
own
stuff like that.
person.
And
He's
that's
becoming
when
his
you're
own.
don't like not as down with your parents yet,
True,
like a
true.
bell curve.
hmm
Yeah, it
Bell
is.
curve
Only,
of annoyance. Like
yeah.
you hit puberty, that fucking whoop, and then after that you're like a lot more. Yeah, that's
But it's
true.
not just with your parents. As the teen, usually they hate everyone.
hmm
It's not true.
Yeah, that's why teen angst is a thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
But here we see, again, like Goku nurturing Gohan properly and like telling him what's good to do and whatnot, and like what's the downfall, like downside with the form and whatnot, right? But
Yeah, Goku's actually like a surprisingly good teacher. I wouldn't
yeah,
have
He
expected
is
this.
he is a martial arts master, right? We've discussed this.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but like there's a difference between like, achieving
Mastering it
that level
and
of skill and proficiency and being able to actually teach that. That's why,
mm,
teaching is a profession and not just
yeah.
it's like
No,
unlike Gojo,
track
it's like
one.
I can just do it, just do that, Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Gojo's
yeah,
a terrible teacher.
yeah.
But
Goes like, oh, I just did this first try. You can't do this.
yeah,
Like
that's so weird.
that's why he's a prodigy. And prodigies are bad teachers because they didn't put in the effort to learn it. Goku did put in the effort to earn it, thus being able to teach it as
And
well.
can be able to
Well,
teach.
the thing is, like, he was also a prodigy in his own way.
Just being strong of birth, but he had still had to go a
Yeah,
lot to get like Super
I mean, I
Saiyan. And
guess you could call him a prodigy of hard work.
Yeah.
yeah, like I would say he's a combination. Same with Gohan. Oh, Gohan was when he was very young. He was already like exceeding Goku at that time
Yeah,
at his bursts, emotional bursts,
Yeah.
but he could control it. And he's gotten to the point where he can control most of it, and he can unleash that rage because that's how he got his power ups. Usually, he was the first Super Saiyan. Remember, like way back when Super Saiyan, like the Saiyan saga, he was one of the like Vegeta called him a Super Saiyan. Even then,
I mean, I feel like that's
It's a
Vegeta
stretch.
just misnumering what a Super
it's a
Saiyan.
stretch.
Because remember, Vegeta called himself the legendary Super Saiyan like
Like,
17
many times,
times.
yeah.
That's his pride. But I'm talking about more Gohan. Like he got power ups from emotionals, which is what a Super Saiyan does. Being emotional gets him a power up with power. That's becoming Super Saiyan.
Also, when Gohan first turns Super Saiyan with his long hair, I swear to God, it looks exactly like when Goku first turned Super Saiyan. It's just like bigger and like turned. Like the hair looks the
Yeah.
exact fucking same.
It
That
does.
makes
It does.
sense.
Like
It
they
also
took just
reminds
from
you
that
of,
panel, they just copied it and just like tilted it and just
Tilted
made it
it,
bigger
yeah.
in Photoshop.
Yeah. But
Trying to find it.
but yeah, the point I was making is that Trunks, like, Goku teaches Gohan what to do and to not, and how, he can avoid making those mistakes. Vegeta never taught anything to Trunks, so he has to, like, sort of navigate it himself, and that's how he came to the conclusion of, like, Super Saiyan Grade 3 is like a good use, because Trunks is also, very inexperienced, right? And the reason he made the mistake that Gohan could avoid is because of the difference of how their parents nurtured them, right? Or like taught them in
Yeah.
different ways, like, because they have the same amount of time as like Vegeta and Trunks had the same amount of time, actually more than Goku and Gohan.
Yeah, because they got out 3 hours earlier, which is that's an eighth of the time. So an eighth of a year is
10
these
months.
fractions are annoying.
2 weeks is 1 hour. So
So
1.5 months.
it's a month and a half.
Yeah.
I was doing it in fractions, and I had 12 over 1/8, but it was
My
not great.
God. But yeah, you could look at this as not only a mistake from Trunks, from not in from but that was like a mistake from ignorance, but Vegeta knew about this and didn't tell Trunks at all to tell and show him how to avoid the mistake. So you could,
It's just different teaching methods, really, which like also suit the person more. Vegeta is more a like figure it out yourself teacher, which you can argue is not really a teacher in this sense here. Like having you make your own mistakes is very important, and it is a great way to teach somebody because that's the way that they're going to retain their information. But I'd argue it's more of a parenting tactics, ironically, than a teaching tactic.
Yeah.
Um, at least the way that Vegeta is implementing it, whereas Goku has a more hands-on approach, which is hilariously like appropriate for who his wife is as well. Like they're both kind of like helicopter parents, just in different ways
yeah,
for different
True.
things, and it's a very subtle but really funny and like kind of cute like compatibility thing.
yeah,
Like
True.
when it comes to studies, like Chi Chi is on Gohan helicopter parenting. When it comes to training, Goku is just sitting there observing Gohan helicopter parenting. It's actually really cute when you think about it.
yeah, it is very nice. Mm,
Imagine them like just fighting in like Chi Chi and Goku like fighting in the kitchen while Gohan is trying to do his go homework in like his room. He just
His
hears in the
go
background.
homework.
Rice work.
oh my God. Um.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I think like it's good that we don't see like teenage Gohan yet because that's when this shit's gonna get rough.
We see
Yeah.
old Gohan,
Now Gohan
well,
is
adult
like,
Gohan.
yeah. Now Gohan is like 11.
There's I don't know if y'all did, but I did. There was a chapter in between, which is a time skip thing, where we see the future or future
Yeah. Oh,
past Gohan's backstory. Trunks'
Trunks
backstory.
is backstory.
I
Like
don't
when
have
he
that.
was
It
like
must be at the
15.
end of my volume.
Probably. It was
I
like at
did
the end of
switch
last volume.
volumes. Yeah,
It was the end of my last volume.
there was an end to the volume, but because I have the 3-in-1s, that's all pushed to the back.
Yeah, makes
I haven't
Right.
read it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what happens, of course, but I don't. I
sense.
haven't read it
Trunks'
yet.
story, a lone warrior. Is what's
Yeah, we
called.
can watch the history of Trunks next week. Anyways,
Thank you.
We'll push that to next week. If you have notes about it, save them for next week. We'll get to it.
yeah,
It's at
Audience
the end of
included.
volume. The
Yeah.
start. I mean, it's for me. It's the start of volume 33, which is weird, but it's probably end of 32. What it's
For me,
meant
it
to
was
be.
15, I want to say.
What
I
original
would
Dragon
grab the
Ball be?
volume, but it's in the other room. So
Let
that's
me
not
check what
happening.
the original volume where the original ended.
Okay. Anyway, in the
194.
meantime, I wanted to talk about something completely random.
hmm
The backgrounds actually look really good. I haven't
True.
we haven't talked about art in a little bit, but the backgrounds are actually surprisingly good. And I was just reading the chapters this week, and I remembered this was something that I remembered from when I read Bleach for the first time, like after watching the anime, and being subject to being a Bleach fan round about 2018, which meant that there's a lot of fucking hate.
A lot
Um,
of the criticism I remember was also like in the manga. There was like, oh, they just use a lot of white in the background. They have no backgrounds.
that was exactly what I was gonna talk about. Like people were complaining about that, and I remember that, and ever since then, I've kind of like used that as like a criticism of stuff. Not really like if they have like blank backgrounds that it's bad, but just to see how the story uses backgrounds.
Mm,
That has been how that little like stupid bit of criticism about Bleach has evolved over time for me. But so at any given point during a story, I will realize something about the backgrounds. It tends to not be the start, because then you're just getting used to the regular art. I tend to want to watch a little bit longer to see how that evolves over time, and if it is kept up through time. Because Bleach started, if I recall correctly, with a bit more background and end up going more in the white spaces, which are very clean looking and complement the art in Bleach very well.
yeah.
And in
Black and
Dragon
white.
Ball here, I
Yeah.
think it helps with the chaotic feeling that we've been having. Honestly, like there is more on the page. There's always more focus on the characters, always very centered, but the backgrounds are still there and they're still present, and they look surprisingly good from what I would have expected. Honestly, at this point in the story, because a lot of manga don't even make it this far in,
Mm.
or when they do, the art drops off.
Oh, One Piece is one that always saw, like for me at least, has always been like background heavy, like good backgrounds as well.
Oh yeah, it is, definitely is.
Yeah.
Like
But
one of the scenes
yeah.
that like I would bring up for that argument of like having great background is the scene where Cell makes the Tournament of Power.
Cell Games
Well,
Arena.
he calls it the Cell Games.
Yeah, the Cell Games
Yeah.
Arena is what
Okay.
it is.
Strongest
Fair
under
enough.
the heaven. Tenkaichi Budokai knockoff.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure. The Cell Games where he makes the like ground, like you see the first panel is like a pretty wide one where Cell's just standing on the right side. You see this small like 3 houses with like a tower, probably some like side of the road, like small village. Flattens that. Like in 2 scenes, you see like 2 panels, you see them just flatten it. And like you see the exact roads that were there earlier. The cliffs are the exact same. It's just that there's some smoke that appeared now because you flattened it. But that's to me that shows the amount of detail in both. Because even the like flat surface, there's a lot of scratch marks on it from already just being flattened.
Mhm.
I think that's crazy. Like even like
Yeah.
the background like cliffs and like things are just the exact same. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Like Toriyama is really good when like and as an artist, his art is really good. Just in general, I'd say.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah. Also, I just wanted to say, people people hate on Dragon Ball for not attacking people while they're transforming. Trunks tried it. Trunks did it. Didn't work.
He did.
Strong did it.
Little
It
did
didn't
they know
work.
that they have like a Pokemon evolution shield around them.
Yeah. Like whenever someone gets like stronger, they're just like, "Oof. He's already too strong. He has like a bubble protecting him. It's like an
Also,
invincibility.
leave it to the guy who's traumatized by because of it to actually try. Everybody
Yeah,
else is just like, yeah, whatever.
Let him
yeah.
power up.
Vegeta's a
But
bitch. He ain't
yeah,
trying.
also like to be fair, Cell like wanting to test his might and stuff like that. Makes perfect sense. You know, he's made up of Saiyan, half Saiyan.
Another half Saiyan.
He's also got
It's
Gohan?
I
I don't think he did.
No, I think he just has
Probably not.
Piccolo, the Saiyans, and
Trunks.
And Trunks as well.
no, he didn't take
Came back.
Trunks.
He
He
came
said,
back in time. Oh, Frieza and King Cool
yeah,
as well.
Frieza and King Cold. That's what it was.
No,
He
he
specifically
got Trunks from when he attacked Frieza.
no, he didn't take Trunks. He said he could have taken Trunks, but he already had way more than enough.
Oh,
Saiyan
right, that
points.
was it.
Yeah.
So he has two like full-blooded Saiyans, like their DNA. So it makes perfect sense for him to be a
Mecha
little bitch
Saiyan
about
and
asserting
whatever the
his
fuck
strength.
Frieza is.
Yeah, that actually was thanks to Vegeta's and Goku's DNA that he was
Yep.
able to like goad Vegeta into like letting him take Android 18 because he was like, I would get stronger than you. I would beat your ass.
I
With
feel like it's
this,
also because he understands the impulse,
Y-
right? Because he
yeah,
has
Yeah.
the same
yeah,
impulse. It's
yeah.
It's
it's
all like
interesting to see
instinctual.
that like that Trunks doesn't have it. By the way, like he is a half Saiyan, and I guess we can maybe say that half Saiyans don't have it.
Either
I'd say
like
like
it's
just does
either
Gohan's
Gohan really have
killing,
it?
so
yeah,
Does Gohan
either
really have it?
Trunks doesn't have it, or his trauma is
Human
just
type.
overriding that, and he just like wants to finish this as soon as possible. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
That's
his
just
human
that.
side is like greater than his
We
Saiyan
don't get it from
instincts.
Gohan either, but Gohan is a different case because Gohan really hasn't like he's still a kid. Like Trunks
Yeah.
is older, so has more experience in life.
Yeah, like Gohan's just following people.
Yeah, he's a kid to do that. That's fine.
Mm.
He hasn't defined his own path yet.
I mean, like to be fair, he did choose himself to go to Namek, but even then, he was still following like Bulma and Krillin.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
That's true.
Mostly Krillin at that point.
Yeah, Colonel was
Definitely
the
not Bulma.
adult.
Never Bulma.
No.
Please, for the love
If
of
it,
God, never
as a
Bulma.
Bulma's type of person who say like, "Oh, come to Alt Bulma," and then they go like, "No,
No, just clings on to GG Titan.
go
Please.
away from me."
Don't make me go. Don't make
I don't
me
want
Krillin,
go.
please help me. He's just hiding behind Krillin.
Krillin.
Krillin like this big, like he's like, Krillin, please help me. It's just...
Krillin, please.
Oh
Krillin,
my
please.
god. Also, like at this point, both Krillin and Gohan has gone through like two traumatizing events together, right? First, like the Saiyan invasion and their friends dying, and the whole Frieza and the Ginyu Force thing on Namek. So like,
Yeah.
They might be best. Like his dad's best friend is his best friend at this point.
yeah, exactly.
Krillin is the best friend. TM.
Krillin is the best uncle. Just putting it out
Yeah.
there.
Oh
He's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
best. Krillin
For
is the
sure.
best.
Agreed. Just stop it at that. Krillin is the best. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He also
Vegeta's
bald.
first time using the Final Flash. This is the first time we've seen it, right? I'm not forgetting an instance of this.
When he
First
does
time.
this, like the fucking
Yeah.
beam, yeah.
Yeah. We see like a prototype of it on Namek, kinda.
Yeah, but not named.
Not
He's
named.
not Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Final Flash for the first time. One of Vegeta's iconic moves.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I think
Wait.
it's crazy. Like that the beam was as big as Earth. Probably like longer looking at it like diameter wise.
Yep.
So like and that was like also not full power. Because he like they say like I think it's just Trunks who said it. Like they were like he capped it or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
he
Like he
like
didn't like
he shortened the
he
blast
scored the
right
beam at the
before,
last second.
so it wouldn't destroy the Earth.
Mm.
Which is crazy, by the way, that they can just like whoosh and the Earth could be gone.
Frieza did this and blew up a fucking like just made a ball above him and just dropped it in the core. Like
Yeah, true.
at this point, it shouldn't be surprising that they can blow up Earth.
No, it isn't, but kind of
The
crazy.
planet's already died for this series. It's not like it's new.
Yeah. Reminds me of
There's
Bleach.
nothing they can do
in
to stop
the-
it either. It was like, yeah, that it happened now. Planet's gonna be gone in 5 minutes.
I feel like that must have knocked Earth's trajectory off a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
Being that big, like it's either speeding
I
up.
also
Like,
love that the ground held
the
his feet. There
rotation
was
of it?
no damage to where he was standing.
Yeah.
he aimed that shit like perfectly.
Yeah, like Krillin and Trunks were like, "Oh, he's gonna destroy the Earth." And Vegeta's like, "Bitch, please, come on, let me cook, bro. Let me do my
I
thing."
got the trajectories. I got the vectors down. I did vectors today. I got the vectors down. I got
Yeah.
this.
Vegeta just doing the most complicated mathematics, like to not destroy the Earth.
This is why Vegeta thinks like Gohan's striving is pathetic. He's already got it.
Yeah, he already
God.
does.
He's got 5 PhDs already. What are you doing, kid?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Get
on
out,
with
kid.
it. Yeah.
He just
Also, Krillin
if he
knew
did
he
get these-
fucked up after he hit Cell. He like
Yeah.
the fact that he went, oh no.
Yeah. Also, can we just talk about how Krillin was hit by Cell once? Was like, oh, Vegeta's cooked. He's done. And
Yeah,
he's
it's like I'm out.
yes, Cell is hiding.
I'm out. You're out. You're out.
Yeah, it's like Cell is
Krillin is like
hiding his
the-
power. Like he was like, Cell is hiding his power. Like someone else over here, Trunks. You know.
Krillin is such a straight shooter. It's just like if for better or for worse. Like he was just like, yeah, I can't kill the androids because like I don't think they're bad people. Smash the thing. Look, Cell's hiding hidden power, just like you, bitch. Like,
like
he's
you.
just on business. He stands
Someone else
on
has
business.
hiding power. Wink. Stuck in
Oh yeah.
Well,
Great stuff. But yeah. So do we just talk about how Goku and Gohan are just like in Super Saiyan when they leave?
One more thing about Trunks before we get there.
Right. Yeah. Go on.
When he goes Super Saiyan Grade 3, he actually looks, besides the coloring, because this is one of the colored chapters, looks a lot like the legendary Super Saiyan like form that Broly has.
In the movies.
Yeah, so that's a movie character. Ryu, don't worry, I know nothing about him besides that. He exists, he's in the movies, and that's it.
Yeah. The movie
I know
actually.
he's buff, so I like him.
Yeah, he's very buff. The movie
That
actually.
sounds alright.
Yeah. The movie takes place between the 10 days the Cell game's supposed to begin.
Oh, so that's now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's now. Now is when the Broly movie takes place, technically.
Fellas, I have an
Oh
idea.
god, I gotta watch a movie.
I'm down. But
Wait, no, I don't mind watching movies. Oh god, I gotta watch an anime movie.
yeah, there you go.
There it is.
But
I like
I
in the
also-
friend group, like I am kind of renowned for hating on anime movies.
yeah,
Like I've seen all the One Piece movies. He's seen like one of them.
yes,
I-
I've also seen all of them.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
Oh, you've seen twice. You've seen two. You've seen
You've seen
Stampede.
Strong
Film
I
World
Red.
have?
and you've
Yeah, Stampede and Film Red.
Oh, right, I went to see Film Red in theaters. Right.
That's a vibe.
I've seen exactly 0 Naruto movies, 1 Bleach movie. I watched it before.
I just want to say he hasn't seen Blood Prison with it, which is fine. It's non-canon.
Is that
It's
Bleach or
really-
Naruto?
Naruto. It's really good. And he hasn't seen
Yeah.
Naruto the last, which, you know.
I
Like
made
one
okay.
strand of ramen.
I am prepared to piss off anime Twitter. Who cares?
I don't know what way he
Those
is.
are
Big Ryu trying to figure out the layout is great.
What way are we facing? Somewhere.
Hey, I've been fighting a losing battle on that for 39 episodes.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I'm bad
Anyways.
at camera flipping too. I don't know.
Before we go to like Goku and Gohan, what do you guys think of Trunks hiding his power to not hurt Vegeta's feelings?
I found it dumb. If anything, I
I
thought
think he's still his father's son. He's
That's fair.
still the son who wants his dad to be proud of him, or at least wants his dad. You know, he still got that familial connection, that familial love, which is complicated and can't really be put into words well.
he missed it
So
for
he
like
does
his
some
entire
things.
youth.
Yeah,
Like
He was
family
dead when he
does.
was a kid.
and
So like
yeah,
he didn't. He completely misses that, and now finally became close. Kid, like, sort of close to his dad. He wants to be with his dad.
yeah.
I
and
still
don't
find it
think,
dumb because if anyone should break his pride, it should be his own son.
yeah,
Just saying,
I don't think
he's not gonna.
wants to sever the connection like the bad connection he already has with his father, especially like when he feels it's starting to get better, right?
At least more
And
than he had.
yeah, exactly, at least better than it already was, which was still pretty bad. And I think, the thought of him, because he knows his father would rather die fighting Cell than, getting saved by his son, surpassing his power, right? So
To be
Yeah.
fair, in Gohan's brain, sorry, Trunks' brain, it was I keep confusing their names. But like in
This
Trunks'
guy's
brain,
racist.
they're both half Saiyans. Not even a full
So
race.
that means that they don't count, huh?
I mean,
It's not right. Hey, don't put words
Okay, I
in my
see how
mouth.
it is. I see
Anyway,
how it is.
what I was saying, Trunks, he like he of course went full power, and in his brain that was stronger. But afterwards, like, oh, so my dad probably thought of going stronger, but he knew that was supposed to be balanced. Like that's something he did say of like the speed being a thing,
yeah, you realized
right?
afterwards.
You realized after, like, wait, mate, maybe dad did think of this, but like that, like I did, Vegeta actually did, and that's just like Gohan being like, oh shit, I'm dumb, or it's Vegeta just being worse and just didn't think of it at all, but just is still better off because of just pure luck. I like both paths could be true.
Feel like it's probably the latter, or could be because Vegeta, he said he surpassed the Super Saiyan wall in 2 months. Trunks said Vegeta surpassed Super Saiyan wall in 2 months, but he hit a wall, right? He couldn't go back past that point. But I think it's more that he could go past the current point he was at, but it wasn't sufficient enough, which is grade 3. So he couldn't really actually say he didn't really find a need for it. So just after finding out, okay, grade 2 is a thing, grade 3 is a thing, grade 3 sucks. Let me go back to grade 2, refine it, right?
Yeah, I think that's what happened with Vegeta as well.
Yeah, and I feel
Vegeta
like
is not dumb. He's not
no.
like, oh, raw power is everything. Not what he cares about.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, understandable that it seems Goku has surpassed Vegeta,
Yeah, let's get
and
to that. Let's see.
yeah,
So what do we think? Goku, Gohan coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber, or the chamber of space and time, or the room of space and time.
mm,
White
those came,
space.
yeah, they came out early, which
Yep.
was interesting.
They were like they like I feel like Goku somehow knew something was up. I feel like he knew something.
Feel
I
it.
don't know how or why. Like the connection is severed psychologically, but I think he had a feeling like shit stuff has gone wrong or not wrong, but stuff has changed outside to the
Hmm.
point that we can go out earlier and get more time in next time because they can go up for 48 hours total in their life in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Goku.
Goku hasn't been there in there for 3 months. That is 6 hours. So
Yeah,
Goku's full time is 26 hours, or sorry,
yeah,
27 hours.
yeah. Goku did say he's not going back in there though. He's just gonna spend the
Yes,
9 days outside.
the 9 days outside.
Yeah, but
I'm
that
assuming he
does
wants
leave
to stay
21
for his
hours
story.
to be spent at some other point in time.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like he's,
Like,
I
I'm
think,
wondering when he's gonna use that again.
would be less than 21, because it would be wait. He's been in there for 6 plus 21 is 27. So wait, that is 21. I'm done. Anyway, yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I thought it was
Well,
flex.
Okay.
and
But yeah, so I feel like he's gonna keep it as like a ace in his sleeve, up his sleeve for like another time he might need it because he's like, there's definitely gonna be someone stronger than this. Like I think Goku is
It's
one of
like
those.
this bull. It's not gonna stop.
No, 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 exactly. Like
mhm.
he has like seen like the Saints, then Frieza, then Cell now, like the androids in between that even. Like he's been seeing stronger, but like this ain't gonna stop now.
Yeah, I think that is definitely a factor, but I also think it has to do with the Earl Hermit way.
Oh,
With
rest.
yeah, with
Yeah,
the
I
rest.
was gonna mention that as well.
And
And
especially like on Gohan, since Gohan is used to like ruthlessly
Young.
training, even though they've done that a few years now, right? But he knows that he shouldn't just be constantly training and that he needs rest. And I think that was also a good lesson to like teach Gohan, which is why I think good that they're spending the last 9 days before the tournament outside, so
They're
Gohan can
still gonna
spend that.
train,
Yeah, they're
but
still
they're
gonna
gonna be
train, right? But they
they're
can
gonna
actually
stick
spend it
together.
outside, be with their families, right? Before
Yeah.
the actual cell game starts.
Because Gohan is older now, like probably a year older, like around 10 now.
I
yeah,
think
11?
11. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
he's
Like
11,
he's
Pretty sure it's
almost a
11.
year in there again, right? So
or he's not
like
even in middle school yet, fighting intergalactic
he's
threats.
like in like first grade league, like 11.
I feel so bad for the kid. Oh my god.
He's not gonna do school shit ever.
No. He's
No,
definitely gone. Also,
he
like, did
wants to be a
he?
scholar, right? Right.
Right, Chi Chi,
Yeah.
right?
But he does. He said it. He said it himself. He wanted to be a scholar. But
I do love the the clothes that they put on after, because like like it just clicked for me that like Goku, for because they were like suiting up together like out like and side by side,
Outside before the winter before,
and
yeah.
you see like Goku goes for he has his own logo now, but like
G.
it's
He's a,
symbol,
he's a,
logo is
he's a-
but
gone.
like his
Fully
uh
now.
what, sorry,
Logo is fully gone.
it's gone. Oh, it's
He
gone.
doesn't have it anymore. So he went
Oh
from Roshi to Kame to Kinkai to his own logo. Now the
yeah,
logo isn't there.
I'm sad that the logo's gone. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest. I think it was a nice like full circle moment. And I wish he would have continued to use it, but like he still wears the gi,
Mm-hmm.
right? Wait, so the back is just clear?
empty. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I never noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he goes for the gi that like, or obviously like the colors and like setup and stuff like that is still Turtle Hermit School, and like that's where
Yeah.
he first trained. And then Gohan has the Piccolo outfit because he
Which looks
first trained
sick on
under
him, by the way. It
Piccolo.
looks fucking amazing.
It looks
It looks
amazing. I love it.
crazy on
But I
him.
love that they still like essentially like it shows where they come from and where they started, but they do it in their own ways, and like that's awesome like in their own rights, but put that next to each other and you just have another instance of like father and son like being the same but in their own ways, in two distinctive ways. Like it
And
shows that they are that like Gohan is definitely like Goku's son,
yeah.
even if he chooses to wear like Piccolo's clothes or whatever.
Even
Yeah.
like I don't understand. Like
can-
even with the shoes on, like the shoes can't be comfortable to fight it. I'm just gonna be honest.
Maybe they are.
Socks.
Trunks wear no, I
Fucking-
mean Piccolo wears them every time.
Yeah, but he's got
But
Namekian feet. Like he's got different feet.
What do Namekian feet look like?
there's something making
I
feet
don't
right
know.
now.
A point. It's like the shoes.
Yeah.
They fit
Where,
better.
where is the Namekian wiki feet? We need this information.
Yeah.
Piccolo feet. That's a wild search.
That is an insane search.
Yeah. But also,
That's
you
how
can
you know
apply-
we're coming up on the end of the episode.
Yeah.
True. We're going mental.
So do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, just real quick one to mention. You can also, apply the clothes things to like Vegeta and Trunks, and Trunks just is mirroring Vegeta, wearing what he is wearing, like wearing the same
True.
Saiyan armor.
He hasn't found his own like distinctive way yet.
No.
Like he had
Yeah,
it when
exactly.
he started, and then like he came here and just like started copying Vegeta.
Yeah.
Didn't Gohan and Krillin both wear like the old armor on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Namek
was on.
as well?
But that was on Namek, and it didn't have any other choices.
Yeah, but I'm saying about like the shoulder pads. Would
Yeah.
they be the same as like would that be the same? Would they like go with the arms, or would it just be that they are static? In this?
They go with.
Yeah.
Just usually when Piccolo fights, he takes it off. So I haven't really
He
paid
takes
attention to
he
that.
just takes his cape off, right, fully.
Also, Piccolo just did this. Here you go, son. Outfit.
Yeah, he has clothes.
Clothes
We've
beam.
been saying.
Oh
this.
right, he has the power. Right, he's
It's
always had
Got
literally
the
a
clothes
canon
beam.
ability he has.
We forgot about Piccolo's most important ability.
Fuck
Honestly,
me.
you can use close beam, restraining jacket. Like you can.
What
do
is
shit with it.
what is the restraining jacket gonna do against these people?
Like just fucking arms like
can't-
this.
He's not a genie. Like he can't just go like fucking unbreakable restraint jacket. It's still cloth.
Yeah, it's still like a normal restraining jacket. It's not gonna work.
Or is it just normal cloth, or is this cape that Gohan's wearing also weighted? Because if it's weighted, then it's stronger than normal clothing. Like there is probably some way you can.
What
put
do you
this-
want? Do you want? Give him a polo filled with rocks.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Here's
Oversized
a
hoodie.
beanie, but the beanie's filled with bees.
busy.
Also, it's funny that we're doing this for Piccolo, considering he's half the man that created the Dragon Balls. You can wish stuff. But how
He is a
successful
genie.
would a Piccolo brand be, y'all? Like, if you can't like
Gucci-
Well,
copyright
if it's those turnip ass shoes, not at all. But like the other,
I wear the
things, man.
cape.
They're
I get
Gucci
the
shoes,
cape.
bro.
I definitely get the cape. That shit is fire.
yeah,
Okay.
the cape is fire.
Okay. Anything else that we need to talk about?
Oh, them
Mm,
being in natural like Super Saiyan state, but not being able to like being almost fully suppressed.
yeah,
Their key is like almost fully suppressed
pretty
to the
cool.
point that they're very much like normal, which they trained for. Their whole point of the training
Yeah, they're
was to, like,
very
make that.
tranquil. Like they have equilibrium.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. They have the balance again. We've gone back full circle this
Yeah,
episode.
it's like it
Balance.
makes a lot more sense that like if they want to achieve a level beyond Super Saiyan, they go from Super Saiyan is awakened by rage and like a singular emotion like going through to we're going to try and take that out of it and just make it fully balanced. Also, I'm pretty sure that like my theory about maybe like different singular emotions for the Super Saiyan turning doesn't work because Gohan was just doing it. There was no real like
Ah!
Yeah.
there was nothing really going on through
Yeah,
his
no.
mind. He was just doing the thing. So
Mm.
sad. I thought maybe he would be envious of his dad or Goku or his dad or
It
try.
could still have suppressed emotion behind it, but
Yeah, but that was
that's
step
going
two.
to.
Like in step one, he was doing emotions and it was just rage. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
But like this whole point, what I was gonna make, like you have normal, you go to Super Saiyan, it's a step level above. But if you have Super Saiyan as your normal state, then you can go beyond. Instead of being like, oh, you want to go and like ladder it, you want to be like, okay, so now this is my
It's like
new next
trying
state.
to go up a level in like a video game, like in difficulty when you are still like not that good at the difficulty you're on.
Mm.
Yeah, you play the entire base game on the normal level, then you're like, okay, I'm confident in my gameplay. Then you go up a level, then you do the game in that, and then
You
you
don't
go up
just
another
do
level.
half and then go like that, and then like you gotta like turn it off again, right? Like it's not how
Yeah,
it works.
exactly.
Okay,
Also just Goku just checking out Cell and being
just
like,
like
yeah,
hello,
cool. Yo, and it's like,
we'll kick your ass.
yeah, I'm gonna beat
Bye.
you. Yeah, and then Pickle's like, well, how is he? He's like, oh, he's pretty strong. I don't know if I can beat him.
It's just like I don't know.
This will be
We'll
fun.
find out.
Yeah,
Disappears.
it'll be fun discovery. So
Even Cell said this will be very interesting indeed. So like
yeah, now
he's
that
saying like he's seeing his power and like strange.
I think it might be that like Cell might be stronger, but Goku has like a more battle experience.
yeah,
Yeah,
It'd be interesting if that actually comes into play a little bit.
like Vegeta also. I would say Vegeta probably has. What does he have more than Goku?
yeah, he's older
Vegeta's
than
been
Goku, and
fighting
he's
since
been
young.
Vegeta's older than Goku, and he's been fighting.
But he hasn't had as many struggles. He did
Yeah,
a
he has
lot of
had
like
any
the
challenges.
steamrolling.
Yeah,
So
he's
yeah,
like, yeah, you're dead now, and just kills.
exactly.
Yeah,
Vegeta only like actually began training after Namek.
true.
Because before
Yeah,
that, he was just raw natural talent that was training, right?
and Goku has been in the wild. His senses are a lot higher off caliber, I'd say.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
He's been
yeah.
fighting in the wild since he was young. Then went back to fighting in the wild again before the first Tenchibukai or second, I think. But yeah, that like the shot of lot of shit. Like he fought in the wild. He's experienced like actual combat
Mm.
a lot more probably, like to struggle in.
Yeah, like actual struggle. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Vegeta's probably faced more combat, but Goku has faced more struggle in combat where he has to actually had to think,
Yeah.
right? And actually use his brain.
Sure.
So I feel like that'll, give him the edge against Cell. Though Cell does probably have the deeper bag, with all
We
their
will
abilities.
see.
Yeah,
Hopefully on next week's episode.
hopefully.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna end off today's episode. Next week we'll hopefully cover cell games, but I don't know when they start. Actually, they could just be 10 chapters of waffling. But with that, we say goodbye to Ryu,
Bye.
to Hut.
Peace.
I'm your host Ben, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Maybe.